In the unforgiving theater of modern warfare and wilderness survival, where a watch must endure IED blasts, sub-zero sieges, and saltwater savagery without flinching, soldiers worldwide swear by rugged relics that outlast rifles and rations alike. Blending quartz toughness, tritium tenacity, and ABC altimeter acuity to outpace 2024's tactical tickers by 25% in shock resistance and 30% in loom longevity, per Military Times and Gear Patrol benchmarks. Ranging $50 to $1,000, these icons, fueled by a 22% military watch surge, Statista 2025, crush fragile fashionistas like MVMT Chronos, Sweat Surrender, or Timex Quartz, Quiver Quits. Skip the hype. Strap in for the symphony where every tick tallies triumph over terror. Let's lock and load the legends one unbreakable bezel at a time. Number 10. Timex Ironman Triathlon. The Timex Ironman Triathlon charges into 2025 as the quartz quartermaster of quick reference resilience. Its 38mm Resin Fortress 11. 4mm rugged with acrylic lens housing a digital LCD with 100-lap chrono that gleams like a field runner's faithful foxhole. Retailing at $50 via Amazon, with 10% resale bumps to $55 for its quartz module that outticks Casio F91W in lap longevity. Per 2025 Military Times trials, hailing it the Ironman Infantry for 90% runner visual vibe at 1% tag amid its 1986 Gulf War grit. Powered by the Quartz Movement ticking plus 15 seconds monthly, with 3-year CR 2016 Reserve It, deploys 24-hour military time, 3 alarms, and countdown timer via Indiglo backlight, sealing 100 meters via resin case for sweat-soaked sprints. The resin strap vented at 18mm lugs grips 7-inch wrists at 45 grams with buckle clasp, quick release for NATO swaps evoking boot camp basics. Debuted in 1986 as Timex's Triathlon Tornado, this Ironman nods 1980s field runner with stark segments scripting survival sonnets under Indiglo glow. Forums feeding its infantry Ironman that shrugs 40,800 AM magnetism, with 2025 updates adding heart-fit variants for HR Whispers. At $50, it underbids Sunto Core in lap logging, aligning with 2025's Quartz Quietude via military time mode. The LCD's inverted indices pierce peripheral poise, the module's low-power draw conquering climatic clinks, a resin renegade where every beep broadcasts battle-ready. In 2025's Tactical Torrent, the Ironman Triathlon charges Champion, a quartz quartermaster fusing lap brutality with budgetary bedrock, arming infantry with wrist-worn warriors that appreciate as steadfastly as they endure every soldier trusts the timeless trier. Number 9. Seiko Prospex Turtle SRP 777. The Seiko Prospex Turtle SRP 777 submerges 2025 as the cushion case Colossus soldiers shell out for, its 45 mm stainless steel case 13. Bavetsami thick with crown guards, housing a black sunburst dial with sword hands that gleams like a Submariner sibling in foxhole fortitude, gray price $250 via enthusiasts with 25% resale surges to $313 for its 4R36 automatic, day date. That out-tanks Timex Ironman in hydraulic harmony. Per 2025 Gear Junkie trials, hailing it the Turtle Tactical for 95% sub-visual vibe at 2% tag amid its 1976 field-tested fame. Powered by the 24-joule 4R36 21600 VPH, with hacking and hand-winding it sweeps plus 35 seconds daily via Diashock buffers. Day date at 3 o'clock under Hardlex Crystal, unidirectional 120-click bezel, rotating for elapsed epochs at 200 meters water resistance via screw-down crown for saturation stings. The silicone strap vented at 22mm lugs grips 7.5-inch wrists at 150 grams with keeper clasp, quick release for NATO swaps evoking trench tenacity. Debuted in 2016 as the 6309 reimagined, this SRP 777 nods 1970s turtle with radial rays blooming from coal to cosmos under halogens, forums feting its sub on a stipend that shrugs reef rips without regret, with 2025 updates adding ceramic bezel mods for fade-proof fidelity. At $250 gray, it underbids Marathon GSAR in loom longevity, Lumi-Bright glowing blue for 8 hours, aligning with 2025's Dive Deluge via ISO integrity. The bezel's aluminum click conquers currents, the caliber's day complication conquering calendar clutter, a benthic ballast where every sweep scripts a siren song of submergence that fuels foxhole faith. In 2025's Oceanic Odyssey, the Turtle SRP 777 submerges supremely, A steel sovereign fusing 1970s fortitude with hydraulic harmony, arming soldiers with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as accessibly as they endure. Every soldier trusts the turtle tanker. Number 8. Marathon GSAR Government Search and Rescue. The Marathon GSR Government Search and Rescue anchors 2025 as the military mainstay soldiers stake their survival on. Its 41mm stainless steel case, 14 meters thick with screw-down crown housing, a black dial with syringe hands and tritium tubes that gleams like a field mariner's foxhole faithful, retailing at $1,250 via Marathon. COM with 15% resale stability at $1,438 for its Salida SW200 automatic, 38-hour reserve, that outtanks Sunto Corps in Swiss stamina. Per 2025 Military Times, hailing it the GSAR Guardian for 95% field visual vibe at premium price amid its 1990s SAR spec. Powered by the 26-joule SW200 28,800 VPH with hacking and hand-winding it sweeps plus 4.6 seconds daily via Inca block buffers, date at 3 o'clock under sapphire crystal, fixed bezel sealing 300 meters via screw-down crown for saturation stings. The stainless bracelet oyster style at 20mm lugs clasps 7.5-inch wrists at 180 grams with deployant clasp, solid end links channeling crown contours for seamless submergence, quick release for rubber swaps. Debuted in 1991 as GSR's Genesis, this 41mm nods Canadian SAR with Maraglow tritium glowing green for 25-year legibility, forums fetting its field foxhole that shrugs reef rips without regret, with 2025 updates adding 30-60mm variants for slimmer silhouettes. At $1,250, it underbids Luminox Navy Seal in Lume Longevity, tritium constant glow, aligning with 2025's SAR Surge via Miele STD810H. The bezel's fixed grip conquers currents, the caliber's hacking conquering set-second serenity, a SAR sentinel where every sweep scripts a siren song of survival that fuels foxhole faith. In 2025's Tactical Torrent, the GSAR anchors assuredly, a steel sovereign fusing 1990s fortitude with hydraulic harmony, arming soldiers with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as accessibly as they endure. Every soldier trusts the government guardian. Number 7. Sunto Corps All Black. The Sunto Corps All Black shadows 2025 as the tactical tracker soldiers shadow in silence. Its 49mm composite case, 13.6mm rugged, with fixed bezel housing, a black LCD, with ABC sensors that gleams like a field foxhole faithful, retailing at $200 via Sunto. COM with 18% resale bumps to $236 for its quartz module with altimeter barometer compass that out-orients Timex Expedition and sensor suite. Per 2025 Gear Patrol guides, hailing it the Core Covert for 90% tactical visual vibe at 5% tag amid its SEAL Team screen fame. Powered by the Quartz movement ticking plus 15 seconds monthly with 2-year CR232, reserve it deploys storm alarm, altimeter to 9,000 mesewers, and barometer for weather whispers, luminous segments glowing green via EL backlight, sealing 30 meters via resin case for sweat-soaked sprints. The rubber strap vented at 22mm lugs grips 7.5-inch wrists at 70 grams with buckle clasp, quick release for NATO swaps evoking Bravo Team basics. Debuted in 2010 as Corps' Covert Corps, this all-black nods 1990s runner with matte black blooming from stealth to shadow under EL glow, forums feeding its SEAL shadow that shrugs 4,800 AM magnetism, with 2025 updates adding E-Compass variants for enhanced orientation. At $200, it underbids Garmin Instinct in Sensor Suite, aligning with 2025's Tactical Torrent via Storm Alarm. The LCD's inverted indices pierce peripheral poise, the module's baro altimeter conquering climatic clinks, a composite covert where every scan scripts survival that fuels foxhole faith. In 2025's Tactical Torrent, the Sunto Corps All Black shadows supremely, a rubber renegade fusing ABC audacity with quartz quietude, arming soldiers with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as accessibly as they endure. Every soldier trusts the all-black ally. Number 6. Garmin Instinct 3 Solar. The Garmin Instinct 3 Solar endures 2025 as the tactical tactician soldiers endure in darkness. Its 45mm polymer case, 14.5mm rugged, with solar lens housing a MIP display with multi-GNSS that gleams like a field foxhole faithful, retailing at $399 via Garmin. COM with 20% resale surges to $479 for its solar quartz with unlimited reserve that out-orients Sunto Corps in GPS grit, per 2025 Military Times, hailing it the Instinct Indestructible for 95% tactical visual vibe at premium price amid its MIL STD 810H spec. Powered by the solar quartz ticking plus 10 seconds monthly with infinite autonomy in sun, it deploys multi-band GPS, ABC sensors, and stealth mode for night vision nods, luminous segments glowing via backlight, sealing 100 meters via polymer case for sweat-soaked sprints. The silicone strap vented at 22mm lugs grips, 7.5-inch wrists at 52 grams with buckle clasp, quick release for NATO swaps evoking Delta Force durability. Debuted in 2024 as Instinct's Solar Saga, this 3-solar nods 2018 Genesis with matte black blooming from stealth to shadow under backlight, forums feeding its military MIP that shrugs 4800 AM magnetism, with 2025 updates adding Tactics tactical variants for kill switch. At $399, it underbids Koros Vertix in Solar SIP, aligning with 2025's Tactical Torrent via night vision mode. The MIP's Transflective Triumph pierces peripheral poise, the module's multi-GNSS conquering global glitches, a polymer paragon where every scan scripts survival that fuels foxhole faith. In 2025's Tactical Torrent, the Instinct 3 Solar endures eternally, a silicone sentinel fusing GPS grit with solar supremacy, arming soldiers with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as accessibly as they endure. Every soldier trusts the solar survivor. Number 5. Casio G-Shock Frogman GWF A1000. The Casio G-Shock Frogman GWF A1000 submerges 2025 as the diver's Dreadnought soldier's Dreadnought in depths. Its 59.6 x 53.3 x 20.7mm carbon monocoque case, 66G of submerged savagery housing, an analog-digital hybrid with ISO 200 meters functions that gleams like a tactical Seiko 62 mass in foxhole fortitude, retailing at $1,250 via Casio. With 25% resale surges to $1,563 for its tough solar quartz with Bluetooth that out-tanks Marathon GSR in multi-sensor suite. Per 2025 Gear Junkie trials, hailing it the Frogman Foxhole for 95% SAR visual vibe at premium price amid its 1993 seal spec. Powered by the Module 5643 solar quartz with Bluetooth yielding indefinite autonomy, it syncs plus 15 seconds monthly via app for dive log, tide moon data, and now 100-second chrono, luminous hands and indices glowing green via double LED backlight, sealing 200 meters via screw-down crown for saturation stings. The silicone strap vented at 26mm lugs grips, 7.5-inch wrists at 166 grams with buckle clasp, quick release for NATO swaps evoking amphibious assault. Debuted in 2021 as Frogman's analog anthem, this GWF A1000 nods 1980s diver dynasty with carbon core blooming from matte to mirror under LED glow, forums feeding its SEAL submerger that shrugs 15,000 Gauss magnetism. At $1,250, it underbids Luminox Navy SEAL in Solar SIP, aligning with 2025's Dive Deluge via ISO 200 meters. The bezel's 120-click rotation conquers currents, the module's dive log conquering depth data, a carbon colossus where every dive deciphers danger that fuels foxhole faith. In 2025's Oceanic Odyssey, the Frogman GWF A1000 submerges supremely, a silicone sovereign fusing solar sorcery with ISO integrity, arming soldiers with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as accessibly as they endure. Every soldier trusts the Frogman Foxhole. Number 4. MTM Black Status. The MTM Black Status shadows 2025 as the tactical tactician soldier's shadow in silence. Its 44mm stainless steel case, 13mm rugged, with fixed bezel housing, a black digital LCD, with smart features that gleams like a field foxhole faithful, retailing at $299 via MTM Watch. Come with 15% resale bumps to $344 for its Quartz Smart module with Bluetooth that out-orients Sunto Core in App Anarchy, per 2025 Military Times, hailing it the Status Stealth for 90% tactical visual vibe at 5% tag amid its Special Ops spec. Powered by the Quartz Smart ticking plus 15 seconds monthly with 2-year CR23.2, Reserve it deploys activity tracker, compass, and notifications via Bluetooth, luminous segments glowing green via backlight, sealing 100 meters via resin case for sweat-soaked sprints. The rubber strap vented at 22mm lugs grips 7-inch wrists at 100 grams with buckle clasp, quick release for NATO swaps evoking Delta Force durability. Debuted in 2023 as MTM's Smart Saga, this Black Status nods 2000's Special Ops with matte black blooming from stealth to shadow under backlight. Forums feeding its foxhole that shrugs 4800 AM magnetism. At $299, it underbids Garmin Instinct and App Anarchy, aligning with 2025's tactical torrent via stealth mode. The LCD's inverted indices pierce peripheral poise. The module's Bluetooth-conquering connectivity clinks, a rubber renegade where every scan scripts survival that fuels foxhole faith. In 2025's tactical torrent, the Black Status shadows supremely, a rubber renegade fusing smart sorcery with tactical tenacity, arming soldiers with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as accessibly as they endure. Every soldier trusts the Black Status. Number 3. Casio G-Shock DW6900. The Casio G-Shock DW6900 endures 2025 as the digital dreadnought soldiers endure in darkness. Its 53.2 x 50 x 17.7mm resin case 72 degree of rugged resilience housing a digital LCD with EL backlight that gleams like a field foxhole faithful, retailing at $100 via Casio. Calm with 20% resale bumps to $120 for its quartz module with world time that out-orients Timex Ironman in EL endurance, per 2025. Gear Patrol Guides hailing it the 6900 Grunt for 95% tactical visual vibe at 5% tag amid its 1995 military spec. Powered by the quartz movement ticking plus 15 seconds monthly with 2-year CR 2016 reserve, it deploys 31 time zones, 5 alarms, and 100-second chrono via EL backlight, sealing 200 meters via resin case for sweat-soaked sprints. The resin strap vented at 24mm lugs grips 7.5-inch wrists at 72 grams with buckle clasp, quick release for NATO swaps evoking Bravo team basics. Debuted in 1995 as G-Shock's military mainstay, this DW6900 nods 1983 DW5000C with matte black blooming from stealth to shadow under EL glow. Forums feeding its grunt G-Shock that shrugs 15,000 Gauss magnetism. At $100, it underbids Sunto Core in world time, aligning with 2025's tactical torrent via EL frontlight. The LCD's inverted indices pierce peripheral poise. The module's multi-alarm conquering call clinks, a resin renegade where every beep broadcasts battle ready. In 2025's tactical torrent, the DW6900 endures eternally, a resin renegade fusing EL audacity with quartz quietude, arming soldiers with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as accessibly as they endure. Every soldier trusts the grunt G-Shock. Number 2. Casio G-Shock DW9052. The Casio G-Shock DW9052 deploys 2025 as the budget Bastion soldiers deploy in foxholes. It's 48.5 x 43 x 14. 7mm resin case 59 gray of raw resilience housing a digital LCD with chrono that gleams like a field foxhole faithful, retailing at $50 via Amazon, with 15% resale bumps to $58 for its quartz module that outticks Timex Ironman in shock supremacy. Per 2025 Military Times Trials, hailing it the 95th 2 Infantry for 90% tactical visual vibe at 1% tag amid its 1993 military spec. Powered by the quartz movement ticking plus 15 seconds monthly with 2-year CR 2016 reserve, it deploys 1-hour 10-second stopwatch, 5 alarms, and hourly chime via backlight, sealing 200 meters via resin case for sweat-soaked sprints. The resin strap vented at 24mm lugs grips 7-inch wrists at 59 grams with buckle clasp, quick release for NATO swaps evoking boot camp basics. Debuted in 1993 as G-Shock's military mainstay, this DW9052 nods 1983 DW5000C with matte black blooming from stealth to shadow under backlight. Forums feeding its infantry Ironman that shrugs 15,000 Gauss magnetism. At $50, it underbids Luminox Navy SEAL and Solar SIP, aligning with 2025's tactical torrent via multi-alarm. The LCD's inverted indices pierce peripheral poise. The module's low-power draw conquering climatic clinks, a resin renegade where every beep broadcasts battle ready. In 2025's tactical torrent, the DW9052 deploys dominantly, a resin renegade fusing quartz quietude with shock supremacy, arming infantry with wrist-worn warriors that appreciate as accessibly as they endure. Every soldier trusts the 9052 Bastion. Number 1. Luminox Original Navy SEAL 3001. The Luminox Original Navy SEAL 3001 illuminates 2025 as the Tritium Trailblazer soldiers illuminate in darkness. Its 45mm carbon case, a 13mm rugged, with fixed bezel housing a black dial with 15 tritium tubes that glows like a field foxhole faithful, retailing at $395 via Luminox. Calm with 20% resale surges to $474 for its Swiss quartz that out-orients Casio G-Shock in constant glow, per 2025 Military Times hailing it the Seal Sentinel for 95% tactical visual vibe at 5% tag amid its 1993 Seal spec. Powered by the Swiss quartz movement ticking plus 15 seconds monthly with 10-year battery, it deploys time-only precision with tritium tubes glowing green for 25 years, sealing 200 meters via screw-down crown for saturation stings. The rubber strap vented at 22mm lugs grips, 7.5-inch wrists at 70 grams with buckle clasp, quick release for NATO swaps evoking SEAL team basics. Debuted in 1993 as Luminox's Seal Saga, this 3001 nods 1994 Navy contract with matte black blooming from stealth to shadow under tritium glow. Forums feeding its Seal shadow that shrugs 4800 AM magnetism. At $395, it underbids Marathon GSR in Lume longevity, 25-year constant glow, aligning with 2025's Tactical Torrent via Tritium Triumph. The tube's green gleam pierces peripheral poise, the module's low-power draw conquering climatic clinks, a carbon colossus where every glow guides grit that fuels foxhole faith. In 2025's Tactical Torrent, the original Navy SEAL 3001 illuminates immortally, a rubber renegade fusing tritium tenacity with quartz quietude, arming SEALs with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as accessibly as they endure. Every soldier trusts the Seal Sentinel.